Yo, what's up? I'm KOJI, obviously an alias because I don't want people I know finding this channel, LOL. Quick note, this video doesn't show my face for privacy, and I'm not ready to record myself yet either. So I'm using AI tools in the most free way possible because I'm not paying shit to make YouTube videos. This is just a hobby to me. So IShowSpeed is on a world tour right now, and he's in Africa. Honestly, I don't really watch his full videos. I only know him from clips on Shorts and TikTok, but seeing the reactions to his Africa tour, that's what inspired this video. I'm from the Republic of the Congo, a small country right next to Gabon that you've probably never heard of. And if you're black and following Speed's content, you've seen the reactions. People are like shocked. Like, wait, Africa has cities with tall buildings and Wi-Fi? Bro, I've never seen a lion in real life. Never seen a gorilla face to face. None of that shit. I've had Western friends tell me they thought we lived in huts with no electricity, no AC, and couldn't speak English or French. Meanwhile, here I am speaking both languages, probably better than some people I've met online. But this video isn't about stereotypes. It's about something we talk about all the time here, American education. And how, from our perspective, even though most of us have never set foot in the USA, we find it absolutely wild. Let's start with the obvious. You've seen those street interview videos where Americans are asked to name countries in Africa or Europe, right? They pull out a blank map and people can barely name 2 countries, maybe 3 if they're lucky. We see those videos too, and we laugh hard. Because here's the thing, in Congo, in Gabon, in Nigeria, in Kenya, we learn about your country in school. We know about the 50 states. We know about Washington, D.C., New York, California. We learn about the American Revolution, the Civil War, Martin Luther King Jr. We watch your movies, your shows, listen to your music, but you don't know we exist. I remember I was 19, playing online, and we got to talking on Discord. These American guys asked me if I knew PewDiePie and Mr. Beast. Then they asked if I knew Lil Wayne. And then, I'm not even joking, they asked if I actually play with monkeys and live in a hut. Bro, I was literally on Discord, talking to them, playing the same game, with internet, and they're asking me if I live in a fucking hut. And that's when it hit me. Despite all the resources, all the money, all the access to information Americans have, there's this huge gap in what y'all know about the rest of the world. And don't even get me started on African Americans coming to Africa. They straight up go to English-speaking countries like South Africa, Ghana, or Nigeria, as if English alone was a clue to tell where their ancestors came from in Africa. Like, bro, there are 54 countries here. Your ancestors could be from literally anywhere. But nah, they land in Lagos or Accra and act like they've found home. It's kind of funny, sort of sad, but mostly just interesting how y'all imagine Africa. Now let's talk about college, because this is where it gets really interesting. In Africa, or at least in Congo, when you go to university, you pick something practical, medicine, engineering, law, accounting, something that's gonna put food on the table. Why? Because we can't afford not to. University is expensive as hell. There's no room for finding yourself. You're there to get a degree that leads to a job. But in America, y'all have majors like communications, gender studies, philosophy, art history. And look, I'm not saying these things aren't important, but from our perspective, we're like, bro, what are you gonna do with that? I've seen Americans online with $100,000 in student debt complaining they can't find a job, and their degree is in something like creative writing. Here, if you tell your parents you want to study philosophy, they're gonna laugh at you. They're gonna say, okay, cool, pay for it yourself then. Because passion doesn't pay bills. Maybe that's limiting, but that's the reality when one bad decision can set your whole family back. Now, I'm not here to just trash talk America. The fact that your schools have resources we could only dream of, libraries, science labs, sports programs, that shit is incredible. A lot of us wish we had that freedom, but when we see Americans waste those opportunities, not even knowing where Congo is, it's frustrating as fuck. That's why I'm actually grateful for creators like IShowSpeed. He's showing millions that Africa isn't just poverty, that we have cities, culture, ambition. But it's wild that it takes a YouTuber screaming into a camera for people to realize Africa is more than what they see in charity commercials. We've been here the whole time. We've been watching you, learning about you, while you didn't even know we existed. And hey, it's just funny how you guys imagine Africa. Almost as funny as our elections. We already know who the winner's gonna be. Predictable. So yeah, you have all the resources, but somehow know less about the world than we do. Maybe it's the education system, maybe it's the culture. I'm KOJI. This is my first video. Let me know in the comments. Did any of this surprise you? Subscribe for more. Peace.